Today, we are exploring blend animations, a new and powerful feature of Altia Design 13.3. The blend animation feature provides designers with the ability to seamlessly transition from one complex 3D animation path to another at any point in time and with a minimal amount of work. Let's explore this concept before we dive into an example. Here, we see a vehicle following a typical entry sequence animation. It's following this curved path. We'll use a wireframe model for this discussion. The second animation shows both motion and rotation that reveals the side of the model as if there were a tire pressure warning. Now, what happens if this tire pressure warning was detected partway through the entry animation? Ideally, we would start the transition to the final side position immediately, instead of waiting for the entry animation to complete. Through the magic of blend animations, we will begin a smooth transition from any point within the first animation and end at any point within the second animation. Now that we have a visual concept for blend animations, let's dive into creating this example in real life. Over in Altia Design 13.3, we see the entry sequence on the animation timeline as it's animated back and forth. These complex animations are normally created in Maya, Cinema 4D, or a similar 3D content creation tool. This particular animation was created in Maya and imported directly into Altia Design. During normal startup, the entry sequence ends here. If a tire pressure warning was detected, then we would simply rotate and zoom into the vehicle from this point. We'll create that animation now. Start by selecting the 3D node that we want to animate, which is car_animation. This is the same node that the entry sequence animation is on. Now we can click Add New Animation. By default, 3D node animation is selected. We'll use good naming conventions and call it Focus to Left Rear Tire. And by clicking OK, a new animation appears on the timeline. Let's move to frame 0, which is the starting point for this tire pressure warning animation. We'll follow the normal flow to create keyframes for 3D animations. So we'll click the keyframe icon for position, rotation, and scale so we can animate those parameters. This animation will be 100 frames long, so we'll move the slider over to 100. Now we can enter the position, rotation, and scale parameters for the final vehicle position that highlights the left rear tire. Now create those final keyframes at this position by clicking the same 3 keyframe icons. We can visualize the second standalone animation for highlighting the left rear tire. Now that we have 2 initial animations ready, the entry sequence and focus to left rear tire, let's use the power of blend animations to create an all-new and fully dynamic animation system. First, click Add New Animation. Let's enter the name Blend Enter to Left Rear Tire, and be sure to select 3D blend animation before clicking OK. We have just created a new blend animation on the timeline, and it is now ready to be configured. First, next to Active Animation, double-click the dash to open a scrollable list of available animations. We'll select the entry sequence animation from the list, and this will become the first keyframe of the blend. Now move the slider to the final animation position. We'll use 100 again. Choose the active animation for the final keyframe that we just finished. Focus to left rear tire. Now that we've completed the creation of a new blend animation, let's test it out and see what it looks like. Here are the 3 animations all shown in the timeline view. Blend entry to left rear, entry sequence, and focus left rear tire. If we drag the entry sequence partway through, and then set the focus to left rear tire to the final position, as we drag the new blend animation, it seamlessly animates between the other two. We can then adjust both entry state and focus to left rear tire, animate the blend entry to left rear, and see the result. We've now created a 100% dynamic system that is ready for production. As with regular timeline animations, Altia also allows control over the types of easing used within blend animations. Just right-click on one of the keyframes within the animation, choose Interpolation. The options are None, Hold, Linear, Ease In, Ease Out, and Ease In Out. The default is linear, but if we choose Ease In Out, you'll see how the animation engine slows down the sequence at both ends. As the state of the blend animations change, there are small weight icons that are present on the baseline animations. As you drag the blend animation handle, you can see weighted percentages changing, which indicate the blending from one animation to another. You'll see the same numbers shown on the blend animation itself as %:%. This example has been focusing on one area within the automotive industry. However, blend animations could easily be used within many diverse applications. In the medical arena, the user interface might have a 3D model of the human body. This visualization would be actively updating stats like heart rate, temperature, and blood pressure, and when a critical reading comes in, the model smoothly animates to highlight the area of interest. Similarly, in the field of building security, a 3D model of the building could show doors being activated in real time and then zoom into a region of interest when a security alarm or trigger occurs. Other application areas include agriculture, maritime, EV charging stations, high-end consumer appliances, kiosks, and more. Altia has created 3D blend animations with a creative user interface designer in mind. It will quickly take 3D models with multiple animations and blend them together seamlessly in a short amount of time and work. We are very excited about this new feature and look forward to seeing your creative concepts come to life. Blend animations are supported on all 3D capable targets starting with version 13.3. Please reach out to us if you have any questions on using this feature or its capabilities, or if you would like to leverage our experienced designers to help bring new ideas to your customers.